Hey, Cody. What do you mean you don't want me coming with you to the viewing of that new house? Shouldn't both the husband and the wife be there to see the house that they both plan on living in?
Huh? This place isn't gonna be your house, so why would I ask you to come along? I'm the breadwinner in this family, so you listen to what I've said and stay quiet.
What are you talking about? This new house is the place I paid for with my own money when I first signed for it, right? I used the money I'd been saving up for the past 10 years on this place. So what is this about the house now being my place, but only yours?
And I've told you before. It means exactly what it means. This house is not going to have the space in it for you to come live with me, so it's not yours. After all, this is going to be the new house for my new girlfriend and I to enjoy our lives together. Also, when it comes to whatever money you have, it belongs to the breadwinner, right? So don't you dare complain to me about that one.
Huh? I have no idea what you mean by that.
You have always been so dang annoying for the longest time now. I want an annoying wish like you to get lost and never come back.
This is the last straw, Cody. Are you sure you don't feel as though you're making a massive mistake right now? Because you've known about this new house being built for a long time, and you never told me any of this about how you're going to take the place. Or was that your plan? Have me go through all the effort of finding and planning the house, and when it was finished, taking it from my hands? You are awful.
Say whatever you want. The only benefits you ever had to me was the fact that I could take whatever money I wanted from you. And besides that, you're an annoying witch in your 30s who has nothing else to offer.
Well, if you think that my age matters, then what about you, mister, almost turning 40?
I'm a guy, so it doesn't matter how old I am. I was totally right for relying on you for only your money, and then having my name put on that house once I found my new woman. Well, now that you've given me all your money, I have no more uses for you. I will live in this house with my new girlfriend, so you're out. I'm gonna have that old house we've been living in turned inside out. Then I'm gonna sell the land, and then I'm using the money to pay for an engagement ring for the lady.
You really are the most selfish person I have ever had the misfortune of being around.
Go ahead and call me whatever you want. You've been the one leeching off me for the whole time we've been together, so I'm not taking a word you say seriously.
Well, that house we've been in happens to be the house your parents gave you. But sure, you only spent all this time with me just to get access to all my hard-earned money, right? And that's because you make squat at the job you're working.
Huh? What are you talking about now? It's because of me that you've been allowed to have this wonderful life at my side. Especially since you put all your money into that new house while it's been under construction.
Right. So that's what you've thought. All right then, I'm done here.
What's wrong? Have you finally found it okay to be the loser? Well, that's perfect for the both of us. Now you get out of my house, you annoying witch.
I see. So that's what's been going on here. What a jerk. So I guess his plan was to always throw me out of his house at some point down the road. I'm sorry. But I'm thinking this is the best time, more than any. Don't you worry about me, Carla. And in your case, you've had to put up with him for a very long time now, right? I'm sorry for not noticing sooner that he was such a problem for you. No need to be sorry. I should have told you about everything a whole lot sooner. So you shouldn't worry about this. Currently, I'm living in a pretty small apartment, but if you don't mind the cramped space, you are more than welcome to come back here for a while. You need some time to relax and take things easy after hearing what Cody said to you. Thank you, Mom. I'm sorry. I've always been causing you problems, haven't I? I guess you could say I never really learned much from my last couple of experiences in this world. Oh, please don't say such hurtful things about yourself, Carla. You put all your time and effort into studying really hard and then working hard to find the perfect job for yourself. I think you've done wonderful for yourself and would never say you've caused me any sorts of trouble. I happen to be your only parent as well, so things may have been tough for me while I raised you, but that's no reason for you to want to blame yourself. Mom, I just think that I need to be responsible for a lot of what's happened this time. And that means talking about myself like this. But don't worry, I still plan to talk with Cody one last time about things instead of running away from my problems again. I see. Just remember that you can always walk away at any time, all right? Promise me you won't burn yourself out trying to fix something that's no longer there. All right. I'm just going to go back and gather what all I need, and I'll be over to your house by later tonight. Sounds good. I'll have dinner made up, and then I'll be waiting for you. Cody, are you not going to talk with me about any of this?
Huh? I have no need to talk with you anymore.
Is that so? Well then, let me just text you about a few things. I'm going to ask you a few questions regarding all of this, and then I'll be off. First, why did you end up cheating on me?
Cheating on you? You really have no manners, do you? Do you even have any evidence of me cheating on you with another woman? I just happen to have a lady who I've grown fond of while with you. And that's all.
Well, if the two of you have been having a relationship while you've still been with me, then that means you've been cheating on me.
Shut the hell up, you annoying witch. That's the reason why I stopped loving you years ago. I happen to be more interested in women that are quiet and let me do as I please. Unlike the constant back-talking witch that you are.
Well then tell me, why did you ever end up marrying me? If you had any issues with the kind of person I am, then you should have been aware of that before asking my hand in marriage, correct?
I just came to learn the truth about you after the fact. And when that happened, I found myself a new woman who happens to have this wonderful and young face and was willing to listen to every word I say to her. I seriously don't need myself some annoying old woman who thinks she's equal to me or something.
I'm starting to get the feeling that you aren't going to shut up until you've said every last thing about what you hate about me.
Let me tell you right now that you aren't going to be getting any more money from me anymore. And if you choose to divorce me, there won't be any settlement coming from me either. But that's right. You don't want to get a divorce now, do you? Well, I don't really care about what you do and don't want. I hope you can manage without the breadwinner in your life anymore.
Ugh. I was really hoping that we could get somewhere here, or at the very least I could. But you just think that you're on top of the world right now and that you can do whatever you want with me.
Huh?
Do you understand what I'm saying to you? You must not have a single clue of what you're doing to yourself right now after all of this. It's kind of making me laugh on the inside seeing you act without knowing the first thing about your reality. Let me ask you this. Are you planning to marry that other girl then?
Are you so shocked that you were never able to put two and two together? Of course I plan to marry her. That lady happens to be leagues above you in terms of wife material. And so I'll make her just that. But I'm sure you can't tell that because you're such a brainless idiot.
Calling someone else an idiot when you're the king of them is not making any sense to me. Oh, man. The last chance you had to at least make yourself look a little good here has passed, and without you even noticing it. Hey, did you really think that I never noticed you were cheating on me for a long time now?
Huh?
You know dang well that I've known about your other chick. Do I look that dense of a woman or something to you? Hey, have you taken a good look at the mail sitting in your mailbox? It's about that time now, so I'd assume that what I'm talking about is sitting in there now.
Huh? I haven't gone out to check yet.
Then why don't you go out there and have a look inside?
Huh? What the hell is all this about?
Just go and look. If you don't, you're really going to regret all of this.
Hey, what the hell is this? Why is this picture sitting in here? When were you able to take it?
Are you surprised by that? I happened to have someone go out and follow you after I got some bad feelings about you.
You're lying, right?
I have other pieces of evidence from as far back as 6 months ago.
You've known about this for that long?
Do you want to see things from even further back? Because 6 months ago isn't the furthest. I happen to have audio recordings of you guys as well. Conversations the both of you have had in hotels together, and, well, not just conversations, if you know what I mean. The person I hired to investigate you really did fantastic work for me.
Crap.
When they came back to me with the first round of pictures, I was in complete disbelief. Especially at the fact that the woman you've been with this whole time happens to be Mindy. And when I really start to think about her, she's in her 30s as well now, right? What was this about me being too old for you again? Come on now, think about how I feel now. I've been friends with Mindy ever since the two of us were in school together. And weren't you the one that introduced her to a man that she could perhaps marry before? Well, I suppose she wanted you more than anyone else, or maybe it's the other way around.
Yeah. And I should have never bothered with any of that introduction crap before, and just told her she could marry me instead. I really regret that I was never able to be with her sooner, and had to suffer with a wife like you by my side for years and years.
I'm sure that's not what you need to be worried about right now.
Huh?
Please don't make me say this all the time to you. Do you really think of me as that dense of a woman? Both you and Mindy have been wanting to use me for my money this whole time now, right?
Huh? Why are you going off the rails once again with crap like that?
Come on, Cody, I have evidence of this as well. Remember how I said I have audio recordings? What's this about her telling you that if you don't have the money for what you want, you can always get someone else to pay for you? I guess the both of you don't have the money to make your own house, huh?
Ugh. Yeah, that's right. I only married you in order to get your money, and that's the only reason why. I wanted to give this brand new house to Mindy as a present. I've been putting up with you for the past 10 years, all in order to get your savings and have you pay for that wonderful house for us.
Why are you making it seem like you were the one that had to go through so much pain and trauma this whole time with me? You always acted like you never cared about me, which sort of makes it look as though you were never struggling. Well, anyway, I have a ton of evidence of you cheating on me with her, and I'm going to make sure you pay me back for that.
Freaking witch. Speaking like you're better than the breadwinner of the house? I guess I have no choice now but to pay that settlement you asked for. But I'll be the one getting this brand new house. So I think this is all a fair trade in the end. It must suck for you to watch all those savings of yours go to someone like me and Mindy now, right? I'm expecting a present from you as a housewarming gift later, as we'll be living in a beautiful new home.
How much longer are you going to act like you have the upper hand here?
Shut up. I'm gonna sign all these divorce papers and hand them in right away.
Well, before you go through with that, can we talk about one last thing? I've noticed that this whole time you've been talking as though you will never fall to someone like me, and that you're the best man that's ever walked the earth. So does that mean that you haven't really been listening to anything I've said to you?
Huh? I'm getting tired of all of this. We've talked about all of this enough now, and I think it's time you just leave me alone.
Cody, you always were wanting to get a divorce from me for a long time now, right? You would always threaten me with it whenever I wasn't doing as I was told by you, or when I wouldn't hand you some extra money to go out and spend on yourself. But listen here, I've always been wanting a divorce from you, Cody. I just never wanted to go through with one because it would sadden my mom, and I didn't want to see her like that.
Huh?
You remember that my mom is a single parent, right? She has been ever since I was in school. When I lost my dad back then, things became really stressful for me, and soon I started to become all depressed and, well, sort of a lost cause. And this only led to more strife between my mom and I, where we'd be fighting pretty much every single day, and that put a huge gap between the two of us.
And that's why she ended up raising a half-baked woman like you? Had you never had any money to offer me, then I would have never married you because there's no benefit to you being my wife.
You really have to keep commenting like that while I'm talking? You are worse than a middle schooler, Cody.
Huh? Shut the hell up.
Now, let me get back to my story here. When I was in my final year of high school, my mother collapsed due to stress and had to go to the hospital. And when I went into the hospital room to see her, I finally understood what happened. She ended up collapsing due to all the stress she had trying to raise me. She wanted to make sure I ended up all right and would work herself hard every day to make money that would never end up going to herself. That day in that hospital, I learned to no longer fight with her. And after that, I changed from this gloomy and upset girl into someone who wanted to try just as hard as my mom.
I see. So, how does this have anything to do with me?
But I don't want to disillusion my mom. She was so happy back when she found out that I was getting married to you. So if I were to tell her that I was getting a divorce from you, that might completely break her heart. And maybe even make her collapse again under the stress. That's why for so long I've been dealing with you and with the fact that you've been cheating on me with a friend of mine, all right? Can you see now that I have not been attached to you in any way for some time now?
What is this? Are you trying to act all tough now?
I'm just telling you the truth. If you're going to keep acting like a total jerk to me, then I'm going to stop putting on this mask and get real with you.
Well, I don't really care how you act now. You've gone and wasted both of our time now, and that's what makes you such a lost cause. I want you to be gone for good, and then this new house can be all mine.
I'm already single, Cody. You still thought you were my husband or something?
Huh? When did you divorce me?
A while ago. I'd say before I even started to have the house built.
What the frick? How?
You don't remember anything? A long time ago, you had threatened me with divorce and were waving around the documents that you had filled out right in front of my face. You thought that your threat was going to work out for you? Having all that information ready for me long ago really helped.
I don't remember any of that.
You thought I was just going to shut up and do as you told me when you were both cheating on me with my friend and wanting me to pay for the brand new house to be built all by myself? And as for the new house, I put my name down as the name on the place, of course. You told me before that your name is on the house, but who was it that did all the paperwork for the house before the construction started? You never even came around to have a look for yourself at any of the paperwork, which made things so much easier for me.
Huh? Why would you do something like that without ever telling me?
Cody, where are you right now?
Where am I? I just finished talking with the moving agency about getting all my things and having them moved over to the new house.
So in other words, you're telling me you've planned on moving into a stranger's house and will live there now? You're going to be arrested for trespassing then.
What? You can't do that.
Are you going to tell me you never knew anything about this? Didn't you know that before you're able to move into the house, the owner of it needs to be handed paperwork proving that the house is indeed theirs?
Huh? When I went to the viewing after it was built, I was never told anything, so I assumed I could start living there.
That doesn't mean you can just move in right after. It's scary how little you know about this stuff. The whole point of that house viewing is to work with whoever's in charge and see that everything in the house was done properly. When you went there, nobody was even in the house, right?
But on that day I guessed, well, yeah.
I told you a lie so that you wouldn't be there when everyone else was. Thankfully, you believed what I told you. By the time you went over to see the house for yourself, I had already gone through all the paperwork and signed my name on it all. Man, you really wanted to hide everything going on from me, but it turns out that I was the one hiding everything from you. I made sure to keep you in the fog this whole time, all in order to get you to be as screwed as possible.
You think you could just get away with this?
But you thought you had me in the bag, and that you could get away with it all, right? If you don't hurry up and get whatever you've brought over to that house already and yourself out of there right now, I'm going to call the police.
I'm not messing around anymore. I've already started to put half of my things into this house, so I can't just clean it up all right away. And Mindy was so happy about today.
You think I care? That is not your house that you've just trespassed into. I have a couple of strangers trying to move into my new house right now, and it's making me feel terrible. I'm serious, all right? If you guys and your things are still there by tomorrow, I'm calling the cops.
For frick's sake!
Just to make sure that you couldn't run away from all of this, I made sure to call and talk with your parents. They both told me that they are infuriated with you and will not be sending you any more money after this. It's crazy to think that two very well-behaved and educated people like them could have given birth and raised one of this world's most rotten men. You're not going to be getting any help from them now paying off the settlement. Are you going to be okay having to borrow so much money now?
What? Why would you do something like that? How did you know about them giving me money?
I just had to do a little searching was all. And honestly, when it came to the cost of living and things like that, I've been the one paying for it all as long as you've lived together with me. Of course you'd know that, though, since you forced that responsibility onto me. And when it comes to all my savings, well, that's all been put into the new house, right? All because you really wanted that house for you and Mindy. You've really gone and done a lot, and it's going to come right back and bite you in the butt now.
You've gone and done all this unnecessary stuff. You really are a freaking witch, aren't you? I hate you!
Why should I have had to put up with someone as rotten as you? Stop trying to act like you did nothing wrong. I've seen everything you'd been up to and only chose not to tell you what I saw going on. Had I not chosen to divorce you long ago and let you continue to take advantage of me like that, you would have tossed me aside and taken all my money, the new house, and the old house and ran, right? So what I've done was all in order to maintain my ground and make sure that I didn't get screwed in the end by you. You can say that I was in the wrong for doing all of that, but you'd be the only person ever thinking that to be the case.
Do you not feel horrible for keeping the divorce? And you signing your name onto this house a secret all this time? Do you not have a freaking soul?
You're asking me that? I suppose I am a pretty strong woman to many. And I happen to have a rough past of being a jerk to my mom and being a lost cause. But as I grew up, I learned to be a nice person to those that treated me nicely. And when it came to those that did not treat me nicely, well, I had to stop caring about them. Now, how about instead of sitting here blaming me for everything, you take a moment and look at the kind of trash you've done and change your ways for the better?
Crap. You think just because you happened to divorce me a while ago, you get to talk to me like this? I need to talk to you in person right now, or else you won't get the message. Hey, where are you right now?
I have no reason to see you. You've already acted like there was no reason before for the two of us to meet up and talk in person, right? It's not okay for a full-grown adult to change their mind like that after saying something completely different.
Shut the frick up!
You think getting upset at me is going to make me listen to you? Now that I've just thought of it, how is the house you got from your parents doing? Was it already turned upside down like you said?
Huh? I told you that right after you got out of the house it would be done. Ugh!
Wow. So that really must mean that the house is gone now. You had the house you were still living in torn down and the land sold already? That is so sad.
Why are you doing this to me? I had expected to be living in this new house with Mindy and told her to handle the paperwork to have my old house torn down and sold.
I don't care about what's happened with you two. What? You had someone else handle that kind of work for you? Can you do anything on your own, Cody? Man, that poor Mindy is going to be married to a child soon.
Who the hell cares about what I can and can't do right now? I need to go tell her to stop all of that right away. Wait, I'm not able to get a hold of her right now. She hasn't spoken to me since yesterday, but I just thought she was busy with all of that.
Oh, did you think you could get in touch with her just then? I think that she's gone ahead and deleted everything on her phone at this point so that nobody can contact her.
Why would she do something like that?
Well, I went over and had a little talk with her parents about what was going on. I had been friends with her since before high school, and I so happened to still be in touch with her parents.
Did you go over there and threaten her?
I was just giving her parents the evidence that she'd been with you while you cheated on me. And after having a chat with them on the phone recently, they told me that they brought their daughter home and took her phone away from her. It's crazy to think that you wanted her to help you out with getting rid of your old house, when she hasn't even married you yet. Uncool.
What the? That's... Carla? I messed up big time here.
Do not call me by my first name anymore, please. You and I are not anything to one another, so I'd rather you call me by my last name, or nothing at all.
Please, could you forgive me for this? I made so many mistakes now, and I'm sorry. Look, I've finally come around to understanding this. If I don't have you around me, then I can't do anything on my own.
Well, you're not wrong about that.
Right? So let's start all of this over and get back to being a good couple. You can even keep all the things I've moved into the house and we can use them. I don't think we'll ever have to see or hear from Mindy ever again. So you can come over right now and we can make up.
No way, Cody. However, if you really want me to forgive you, then show me just how sincere you are.
What? What do you want me to do?
I want you to come to me and get on your hands and knees.
Huh?
I want you on your hands and knees in front of me, and then I want you to apologize for the list of things you did wrong.
Crap. You think because you have me in your grasps, you can make me do something as demoralizing as that? You're talking to a man right now. So you have no right to tell me to get on my hands and knees in front of you, you annoying old witch.
Well, there we go. You haven't changed a bit.
Wait!
And just like that, I can see your apologies were all bullcrap. You haven't learned a thing from any of this, have you?
I'm just pissed off because you keep talking down to me like I'm some kind of a dog.
Well, I'm not wrong to talk down to you like this. I happen to think you're just like a dog, as a matter of fact. The moment something happens that you don't like, you show your teeth and begin to bark.
You think you can really compare me to an animal? Hey, you come out here right now. Hey, stop screwing around.
So you've come all the way to my mom's house now? You really are a persistent little butthole. Could you stop banging on the front door like that? You're going to start causing trouble for all the other people living in this apartment complex. I suppose this means you're not here to say sorry to me and ask for my hand in marriage again?
I've had enough of that crap from you. Now get out here and see me.
Shut up. You want me to tell you this again? You want me to tell you that I'll call the police again? So? You have anything else to say to me?
I really messed up. I thought about all that I've done. Seriously. I have. I've just been really stressed out and all of that yelling at you now, which is because of that. I'm going to break up with Mindy, and then I'm going to give you back all the money I've taken from you. I'm going to apologize to you, so please, if you won't forgive me, then where am I going to go and live? I've already gone and had the old house taken care of, and my parents are pissed about that.
Wait, you never talked with your parents first before having that house torn down? Wasn't that house built by your parents long ago? It had so many memories in it for them and you.
Well, because I thought they'd be happy about the new house that we had built, and I wanted to keep everything a secret from them until after moving into the new place.
You really are the worst at everything. Do you even care about anyone else's feelings besides your own? I guess not, or else you would have never done all the selfish crap you've been doing.
If I can't fix things for myself now, though, they're really gonna disown me. Help me, please. You're the only person on this planet that I can ask for help from now.
Why do you think that I would want to help you after all you've done to me?
Because you and I used to be husband and wife, right? We share a lot of the same past, and we used to be so close and loving.
Oh, you really have not changed a bit from your past self. You can't do a single thing on your own, and it really does show. Just like back when we got married.
That's right. And that's why I need you to be my wife.
Don't you freaking dare think that you can have me back when you tried all this time to hide what you were doing behind my back in order to throw me out of the house? You are a bastard. I'm never going to take another look at that ugly mug of yours again. If you ever try to come out and find me again, I will make sure my fist is the last thing you ever see.
You wouldn't.
I'm going to be blocking you now. And having to look at your contact in my phone just upsets me even. So I'm going to delete everything. Goodbye.
Wait, Carla. Just wait for me. I want us to talk. There's a lot of things going on with me as well that I want to explain to you. Carla!
Have you finished talking with him? Yep. But he just sat there in front of the door after I stopped talking to him, so I had the police come and take care of it. I think they just put him into their cop car a second ago. I'm sorry that I told you I was going out to go shopping. I guess you could hear what was going on at the door from your room, right? I understand that you were just trying to keep all of that away from me since I'm your mom, after all. Yeah, well, anyway. Hey, Carla, why did you wait so long and let things get this bad without telling Cody or I anything? And did you never come to me about this because you don't feel as though you can trust me when it comes to things like divorce? That's not what this was about, Mom. I just didn't want to make you worry about me anymore. I wanted to show you that I could handle myself now, and I was no longer going to need your help with things that I should be able to do on my own. And, well, back when I told you I was getting married to Cody, you were so happy about it. I didn't want you to know that I'd be getting a divorce from him after that. You idiot! No matter how old I become, as your parent, I'm always going to find something about you to worry about. That's just what it's like to be a parent. And learning now that for so long you've been having to put up with Cody and his crap, it makes me feel so horrible. I feel sorry that I couldn't be there with you when you were going through one of the most challenging parts of your life. Mom, I didn't mean for this to make you feel bad. I know that. And that's why you need to come and talk with me now about all of this, right? I don't mind you keeping all this a secret from me, as you lived your life the way you thought was best. And hearing from you that the divorce has made you happier makes me happy. I would never be sad about something that ends up making you happy, okay? Mom, I was talking to him about all of this before, about how he never thinks about anyone besides himself, yet here I was, not thinking about you enough. I'm so sorry about that, Mom. And thank you. No need to be worried about that anymore. I'm happy to see that you're happy now without Cody, and that's all. But now I really want to ask you this. What do you really want to do now, Carla? I want to spend more time with you, Mom, and make every second of it matter to us. I used to hate the idea of being in my 30s and now having a husband or anything. But I'd rather be with you and making good memories than regret never spending the time with you that you deserve. And I had my fun with being married, but it wasn't all that I thought it could be. I see. This is so strange to me. Normally, I always thought of you as the type who would never want to come back to living with their parent. But I'm not going to complain because I'd be so happy to have you stay with me longer. Mom, well, I'm going to be by your side for a long time then. Welcome home, Carla. After everything that had happened, my ex-husband went and paid me the settlement I had asked him for, and ended up having to take out a large loan to do so. And when it came to his life at his job, something it took him years to get due to him not being responsible enough, he started to make a lot more mistakes there because he was so ruined by what had happened that his boss really began to tear into him. And after a few weeks of that, Cody decided he couldn't handle being a part of that company anymore and quit, just before his boss was thinking of firing him. Now he's left with nothing to do with his time and no place to get any income from. Besides the odd part-time job he'll pick up for a bit. He no longer has his parents around anymore since they disowned him. And he's never heard from Mindy again. He also lost his house after letting it be demolished and the land sold, which I have to say has really screwed him over a lot now. Because he has nowhere to even sleep, he's resorted to either sleeping under bridges or every so often going into a 24/7 fast food place and napping in there. As for myself, I had the new house completely furnished with all new furnishings and appliances, and both my mom and I have started living there now. The thought that my ex had been in this house for a little bit has sort of irked me in a way, but for the time being, I'm just going to have to live with that in my head. Maybe someday I'll go ahead and repaint the rooms or redo the flooring to make it feel like a different house, where Cody had never stepped foot in. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.